What's up, everybody? I am Macer, and today we're going to talk about 5 video games I've already forgiven. At number 5, we have Watch Dogs. Watch Dogs is on the list because between the overhyped marketing and the obvious downgrade in the graphics, looking back, this was actually a very good game. I mean, who could forget the post that Ubisoft made about GTA 5, right? About 2 months is enough for Los Santos. Then years later, GTA 5 is still one of the most popular games with Watch Dogs already on its third dying iteration. It took me years getting Watch Dogs, and then when I finally bought it, it was actually a very good game if you just judge it on its own. Although Aiden wasn't the best protagonist, he's still for me the most memorable Watch Dogs main character. The hacking mechanics were too unique for its time, and how it made you feel like a total badass was just something else. And talk about the PvP. Oh my god, to this day, I love how seamless the mechanic was. Suddenly being attacked by a random citizen and how you need to trace him and take him down, that cat and mouse feeling to this day will still be the best of its kind. When I got my first PlayStation back in the day, it was a PlayStation 2 and a game that came along with it was NBA Live 2006. As a person that loves basketball, I was really into it. Me and my brother used to play with it all the time. And then 2K came along. And then I was still a fan, and then until I realized that I was just being used as a cash cow by 2K. They're just re-releasing the same game with almost negligible changes, and then they expect me to pay $60 for the same game with just a different number. It's on the list, not because it won't be back. It's on the list because I don't really want to do anything with it anymore. I don't want to be a cash cow for 2K anymore. The only time I can see myself actually playing NBA 2K again is if they treat it like a live service game, a one-time purchase, and then you update the same game every year, and then you just have microtransactions or battle passes or anything like that. That would have been more acceptable in my opinion. At number 3, we have Mass Effect Andromeda. As a Mass Effect fan, the hype for Andromeda for me was through the roof. But considering the legacy that the first trilogy made, Andromeda had some big shoes to fill. And boy, did I struggle filling those for sure. From the stiff facial animation to the lackluster story, people were severely disappointed when it came out, including me. But when the dust cleared and everything settled, I gave the game another go. The combat was very satisfying and the gameplay loop was very much okay. Not worthy of the Mass Effect legacy, still, but a very decent game altogether. At number 2, we have Shadow of War. Shadow of War. The sequel to the hit game Shadow of Mordor. This game was just amazing. Its combat was butter smooth and was heavily inspired by the counter-focused Arkham games. But to give it credit, it was so good that it can easily stand on its own. Though lore masters for Lord of the Rings were ticked by the contradictions with the story, it was more than serviceable to give you a good story. And we have to mention, though, the revolutionary Nemesis system. The Nemesis system was literally one of its kind that allowed every player to have the potential of getting unique interactions to literally every orc you encounter. And the only thing that destroyed its reputation? Microtransactions. Shadow of War was released at the peak of that microtransactions controversies. Publishers were trying to squeeze every penny out of you, and it just felt dirty, man. I'm not gonna pay for skins for a game that I already paid $60 for, man. I mean, it was just dirty. Fortunately, though, Warner Brothers removed the microtransactions, making Shadow of War one of the best action games out there. And at number 1 on our list, you guys know it. I know it. Everybody knows it. It's No Man's Sky. If you're gonna search on the internet the video game that redeemed itself, No Man's Sky will be on all of those lists and at number 1 on all of those lists. That's how No Man's Sky redeemed itself. Basically, it started with Hello Games promising the universe, literally the universe, putting into their own game, saying that it's the ultimate space exploration video game out there, and then they underdelivered. For me, personally, I never pre-order my video games. I never even buy them on the day one. I usually wait for reviews to come in. and a sale on Steam before I purchase something.
But the problem is, I was bought into the hype. I love sci-fi. I love exploration games. I love survival games. That's why I bought No Man's Sky on day one. A few months later, they started putting up their updates. They started with their foundation update and another update and another update. 5 years in, I think they had like at least 10 updates to support No Man's Sky. No video game that isn't a live service has been supported like this in the history of video games. So that's how much Hello Games wanted our trust back. And they kind of earned it, to be honest. Because would I prefer that all of the updates came in with the initial launch? Yes, but to think that with all the refunds that they've given, with all the bad publicity they've got, they could have just dropped it. But no, they wanted to fix their game. They love their game. And that I have to give it to them. I have to forgive them for that. No Man's Sky wanted so badly to win our trust back since the beginning of their release until now. They're still giving out updates. I think the latest update was Relics, and it just released, I think, last month, which is amazing. With all the total updates that they released, half of it would have been enough for me to forgive them, and still they're pouring out their updates. I gotta give them credit, man. For a one-time purchase and to get all of these updates, it's more than enough for me to forgive them.
And there you have it, my 5 video games that I've forgiven through the years. So, which video games do you think you've forgiven? Let me know in the comment section. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you again on the next video.
Coming for them.